Hi, very warm welcome to Dusty Shelf Collectibles. Today, another release from Blackpool Pleasure Beach from Coaster Dynamix. Hi, so you may have seen my video last week where we built one of the Coaster Dynamix coaster cutouts from Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Well, at the same time, they've released this ParkScapes, which is another addition to Coaster Dynamix range, where they take the skyline and profile of a park and create it into some form of representation. So what we're going to do is pop this over to the bench so we can get a better look at it, and we'll open the packet, have a look, put it together. Right, so ParkScapes from Coaster Dynamix. As I say, this is another range that Coaster Dynamix do. If you saw my previous video about the coaster cutouts, I mentioned some of the other things they do, such as the silhouettes. I didn't mention this one because I forgot all about it. But ParkScapes is something new. Basically, they try and catch the skyline of various parks. I know Cedar Point have done one. I believe Kings Island have done one. And Pleasure Beach, obviously. Here's the one from Pleasure Beach. Now, I've only just received this. I've only just ordered it and it's only just come through. I'm not sure how long it's been out. I got a feeling it might have been out some point last year, but still the same. Again, hats off to the Pleasure Beach for doing this kind of merchandise. This is absolutely fantastic. I like this. But, and there's a big but here, this is 1995, and I think, you know, it's quite expensive for what it is, but you know, for me, it's Coaster Dynamix. I collect Coaster Dynamix, so it's definitely going to be part of my collection. But anyway, what I want to do is just I'll show you the packet through. So it's got an age 14 plus on there. It's very different to the other kits, particularly the silhouette kits where you cut the metal. These are all pre-cut, so then there's no sort of sharp edges, and building it yourself, I'll show you in a minute, it's not really much to it. So on the back of the packet, we've got a nice aerial shot of the Pleasure Beach there, and it says ParkScapes models are manufactured in high quality stainless steel and constructed in a moulded ABS plastic base. These easy to assemble models require no glue, just insert each piece. Insert each piece in the base. It's as easy as that. You could glue them together, I guess. I mean, if you saw, as I say, you saw how I glued together the coaster cutouts. Didn't make a particularly good job of it, so I won't glue this one. But anyway, Coaster Dynamix, again, out of Virginia in the USA, and there you go, 1995. So let's open it up and have a quick look. So just sliding the pieces out. I'm going to be very gentle because they are quite fragile. I don't want to bend any of them. Yeah, just see if there is a small piece of paper in there. That might be some instructions. Let's have a look. Right, read before starting. Remove from the... Right, so that basically is implying that you cut them out, but these are all pre-cut, so I don't know why that's in there. It is ParkScapes, but yeah, these are all pre-cut. So anyway, right, let's lay them out and let's have a look at them. So the first thing I will say is the painting on them is absolutely superb. They are so well done. You know, they're fantastic. So PCABS base, and you can see, I don't know whether the camera's picking up, but you can see these slots that are running in the base there, and you've got the long slot and then short slots here, and these are staggered, and you'll see these tabs. Let me just turn these over, painted on both sides as well, which is really nice. You'll see these tabs. If I line up the big tab, you'll see the smaller tabs are offset. So, you know, it's quite intuitive how these go together. So, going through these very quickly, we've got the Pleasure Beach emblem or logo. This is their new logo. I must confess I prefer Mr. Sunshine, you know, from the 80s. But I still think this one looks pretty good. It does sum up the sort of modernised Pleasure Beach. Then on this one, we've got Revolution. Assume that's Icon. The drop tower, which is now called Ice Blast, was the PlayStation ride, and I keep thinking of this as Traumatizer, but it's Infusion. Traumatizer was the ride, obviously, over at Southport before it got moved to the Pleasure Beach. And then here we got the Grand National, the Big Dipper, and Roller Coaster. which is the previous, well, it's now called Nickelodeon Streak, sorry, Nickelodeon Streak, called Roller Coaster previously. One thing I will say is this is a little bit, you know, that's quite sharp on the end there, so that's the only bit that's a little bit, you know, a little bit that you catch yourself on. And then finally, this is obviously the big one, Pepsi Max big one. So you take these parts, and as simple as, let me make sure I got this around the right way, you literally just slot them into the base. Let's make sure I've got that around the right way, like so. Is that that one? Sorry, I got it around the wrong way. This one next, this one next. Just drop that in like that. And the next one, where I've got the light shining down, it's reflecting off of the plastic and stopping me seeing where the slot is, so hopefully it's not reflecting too badly on the camera. And then finally the logo sits at the front. I guess you don't have to put the logo in there. I mean, it looks pretty good, you know, as a skyline, as if you can see there, and obviously with it being slightly offset, you get a three-dimensional effect on there. But then dropping the logo in finishes it off quite nicely. Again, I can't see where the slot is. Let's get that. There you go. So there you have it. I think that's actually really nice. It's a really nice thing to put up and, you know, put on the shelf, or, you know, just to remind you of your trip to the pleasure beach. But as I say, just a little bit expensive for what it is. But again, you know, hats off to the pleasure beach. Fantastic thing for them to you know, engage upon. So yeah, all very good. Anyway, just a quick review there. So thanks for watching, and catch you on the next one.